What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another lit video. It's your girl Des, and today I am in MIA. I literally just landed in Miami. It is currently 9:50 on Friday night, the January 9th. It is my birthday month. It's also a new year. Happy 2026. So I'm super excited to be here. Yesterday I got my lashes done, and I also got my nails done, and I also got my toes done. I was at the business lounge at the San Diego airport, and I drank 5 mimosas. Honestly, they're kind of like, they weren't super strong, but after 5 I was feeling really good. And I made a bunch of friends on the flight here. Literally, and the 2 people sitting next to me, I became buddy-buddy with them. The person sitting, 2 people sitting in front of me, I became buddy-buddy with them. You know what? I even became buddy-buddy with the 2 flight attendants. Somebody started talking to me because I was sitting at the bar drinking my mimosas. He saw me drinking mimosas, so he was like, I want to drink a mimosa too now. And I was like, you should, it's really good. And he was like, oh, yeah, but I need mine stronger than that, because he was like, yours looks a little too orange for me, you know, like there's a lot of orange juice. And he was like, yeah, I learned that you have to communicate how you want your drinks made. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I learned that communication is key when it comes to anything, so you're right. And then he was like, yeah, exactly. That's why I don't have one of those. And he went like this. He said, one of those anymore. And he was like, yeah, it's been 6 years. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm happily married. So yeah, love the wifey life. Maybe I can find another husband out here. Just kidding. I'm also doing a birthday photo shoot tomorrow, so stay posted for that. But yeah, be sure to like this video if you guys like the travel vlogs, and if you're not already, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all at the hotel. Hey y'all, so I made it to the hotel. I literally just got here, and I'm a little bit disappointed because this room smells like armpit. It smells like really bad BO, and I literally just stepped in here. I feel like they need to air it out. I only brought my Dior perfume that is obviously not cheap, but I'm about to spray it everywhere. I don't even care because it just smells bad in here. About to make it smell good in here because girl. And I'm not being shy because it needs it. Like, it's stank up in here. Okay, y'all. So I put on a little fit, touched up my makeup a little bit, and touched up like 2 little curls. This is what it's looking like. I keep bumping into these freaking hangers behind me. I've never really worn this dress, but it's been sitting in my closet. Same with these heels. I never wear these YSL heels, but they're so cute, and I feel like Miami is the perfect place to wear them. I was also able to make a reservation, and it's literally in 5 minutes, and I'm gonna walk there. It's about a 5-minute walk though. Hopefully I make it because these heels are so skinny. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm gonna be dying, but yeah, this is a little fit. So now let's head out. What's poppin', y'all? So it is currently 3 in the morning and I just finished taking off my makeup, doing my little skincare, brushing my teeth. I put in my retainer and of course I showered. And yeah, I'm about to go to sleep, but before I do, I want to give you guys the lore of Miami night number 1. So y'all know I got ready to go out to dinner by myself. I went to Gecko. Honestly, the food was really, really good. So I asked Stephanie, who was my waiter at Gecko, I was like, what do you recommend? Because I told her, like, I'm from San Diego, like, I'm out here for my birthday. Like, what do you recommend? And she was like, Rosa Sky. She was like, honestly, also another chill place is Sugar. Sugar I've been to before. It's at the East Miami Hotel. If there's one thing I don't do, it's lines, okay? All kinds of lines. The white ones, the ones in Miami, the ones anywhere. Honestly, I just don't do lines. It's not my vibe. So I looked it up and there was a reservation available at 1 a.m. and it was 12:30. As I was walking across the street, there was these group of ladies and I was like, it looked like they were going to Sugar. So I asked them, I was like, oh, are you guys going to Sugar? And they're like, we are. And I was like, oh, shoot. Like, I saw them get into the line. And I was like, you know what? I have a reservation. I was like, maybe I could tell them that it was a group of 3 ladies. So I was like, maybe I could tell, the people at the front, like, my reservation is for, like, more ladies. And you guys could come with me so that way you don't have to wait in this line. And they were like, oh my gosh, yes, that'd be amazing. So I did that. They let the other girls come in with me. And then once we got to the rooftop, we took the elevator to the 40th floor. The lady was kind of rude, I'm not gonna lie, because she was like, oh, to go into tea room, it's gonna be $400. I ended up telling the lady, like, you know what, can we just stay at the bar? But she was honestly being really rude. She told me, she was like, when you book the reservation or whatever it's called, she was like, it tells you 3 times, like how much you have to spend, blah, 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 blah. And to be honest, I don't think it even told me that, but I wasn't about to argue with her and say, it doesn't say that, blah, blah, blah. So I just told her, I was like, you know what? I must have missed it 3 times. I'm so, so sorry. So she's like, okay, like, I'm going to give the bartender your card, and you have to spend a $150 minimum because it was $50 per person minimum spend. So I got charged $203.42. I only ordered 2 drinks, which was a lychee martini, which cost $22. I gave the girl my phone number, which is connected to my Zelle, and she said she would Zelle me. She hasn't yet, and I'm not stressing because, like, it's literally 3 in the morning, but I hope that she sells me tomorrow. So I might end up getting scammed, honestly, to be completely honest with you guys. I might, like, for all I know, like, if I'm gonna assume the worst, the girls aren't gonna pay me back like they said. So learn from me, girls. Anybody who's watching and wanting to go to Miami, learn from my mistakes. I guess read the fine print, because I guess there's like a minimum spend when you book a reservation at Sugar. I've been to Sugar before and I booked a reservation before and there was never an issue with a minimum spend. So I didn't know this. I did not know this. I did not know. I low-key want to Uber Eats some food because I'm low-key hungry.
Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag.
Hey y'all, so it is the next morning and I put on this cute little fit. This has shorts under and it's just like a comfy little fit, and I wore this to walk to Publix, which was down the street. I'm in a hurry, so I just grabbed some water. And then when I was leaving Publix, I saw they had like a little, like, It was giving like drive-through without needing a car, like a little window. And they had acai bowls and like coffee. So I got an acai bowl. And I'm trying to eat that really quickly because I'm supposed to be at my like photo shoot location in 20 minutes. And I'm gonna get my hair and my makeup done. So, and then do the photo shoot. So I gotta hurry. This is my acai bowl. I got kiwi, mangoes, and pineapple. This is the water I got. Also, this is the view. Yeah, it's not really giving. I think there's like something on the outside of the building. And like, I don't know if y'all could see, like, I don't know. I got like a weird view. Not vibing with it. What's poppin', y'all? So I finally made it to the photo shoot and we're gonna do makeup, hair, and then start doing pictures. So far I have this cute gold robe on because, you know, golden birthday. Her work is amazing. She works with literally the top models out here in Miami, honestly worldwide. But no, she was telling me how she goes to other places, New York, soon coming to LA 2026. So yeah, if you guys ever want to work with her, be sure to hit her up because you will not regret it. Like, she already has me almost glammed up in this robe. Like, I just love how she pays attention to details. So yeah, this is the before, and just stay posted for the after. Are y'all ready to see the final makeup? We still have to do hair, but the makeup. Well, this is it. Oh my goodness. It's very dramatic because obviously we're doing photos. But honey boo boo, I wish I could look like this every day. Look at this eyeshadow. It's like matte and like bronzy, but with a little sparkle towards the inner corner. What's popping, y'all? So I showed you the makeup, but I have not showed you the final product. And this is it. I have these beautiful earrings, beautiful dress. This is silver, but in the pictures it's gonna look gold because of the lighting and the gold backdrop. Now we're about to do like some smoke, but not the 420 kind. Don't worry, I'm still sober, y'all. But 420 sober. But like some dramatic effect smoke.
So it's called Atmosphere, and it's just gonna give us like a really moody, dramatic, editorial vibe.
We're telling them the sauce. That's a wrap. It's literally 9 p.m.
So that was 6 hours, but it was so worth it. We got so many really nice shots. We got videos, behind the scenes, did TikToks. So we got so much content, honestly.
Yes, I will show you guys a little sneak peek of the previews of the photos we got. Well, yeah, you got, and I just posed. And yeah, I'm obsessed. I can't wait to see like when she edits them because they already look so good.
They're gonna be so pretty. But yeah, I had so much fun. It was so nice meeting Des. She's literally so nice sweet. We had a great session, and I'm so glad that we just got to get so much content, and we did a really pretty, unique golden look. So
if your birthday's coming up, maternity shoot, wedding, whatever, you're trying to look good, like how I look, maybe even better, then be sure to hit up Barbie. Again, all her socials will be right here on the screen and in the description, so y'all could not miss it and easily find her, because I can't gatekeep you, you know, like,
thank you,
you're just too good.
I'm so excited about that.
So yeah, thank you so much. She also helped me with posing too. That's how it looks so good, because girl, I would not have been able to pose that good without your help. So she literally gets everything. So even if you're not like experienced with photo shoots. I know some people are like nervous, like they're like, I don't know how to pose. She does it all. She even has heels, earrings, outfits, wardrobe,
full package,
shimmer, body glitter, like everything.
Makeup, hair, photos, videos, wardrobe, editing, and accessories.
Behind the scenes, anything you could think of, anything
that you need for a photo shoot, literally.
And good
full
vibes.
Production. Yep.
Good
and
vibes,
nice.
Genuine. Period. So yeah, thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. I am back at my hotel room. I am exhausted. Last night I ended up ordering Taco Bell on DoorDash.
Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag.
Because a girl was hungry. And honestly, I regret ordering it because I ordered it at like 3 in the morning. And girl, it didn't get delivered until 6 in the morning. Literally, like, I know Miami has like a lot of traffic, but I didn't think it was that bad, you know? Like, that's crazy. And like, I had to stay awake so that way I could get my food because I spent like $30 on that. I did save a bean and cheese burrito and I put it in the little refrigerator. And then when I came home from the when I came back to the hotel from the photo shoot right now, I asked in the lobby if they have a microwave, and they actually do. So that's pretty cool because I know, like I kept saying earlier in the vlog, that I should have stayed at East Miami Hotel, which I should have. Totally should have. But also, they're like so bougie that they don't have no communal microwaves, you know? But I feel like this hotel is kind of like made for like solo travel, maybe even people a little bit on a budget. Not really, because it's still like expensive, but somewhat on a budget, I guess. I don't really know. But anywho, I ended up warming up my little Taco Bell burrito in the microwave and I ate it. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking a bit interesting. This is supposed to be the pasta, but it doesn't look like the picture, so hopefully it's good. The shrimp looks fire though.
Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag.
Good morning, Miami. Y'all, you could see that there's definitely something on the outside of the building, like probably like some sort of like advertisement situation. And my view looks really weird. Like, there's basically not really a view because of that, which I hate. Honestly, I think it is worth it to splurge on a hotel that has a balcony and a view. It is Sunday. It is my last full day here. And tonight will be my last night. And then tomorrow I have to check out. Checkout is at 11 a.m. And then my flight doesn't leave until 8 p.m. After I check out, I'll have a couple hours to do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet, but something. Okay, y'all, it is officially 4 o'clock and I'm officially ready. Literally barely gonna be leaving the hotel at 4 p.m. I know, like, when you're on vacation, you're supposed to be go, 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 no sleep. But girl, I'm a girl who needs her sleep, okay? And a girl who likes to take her time when I get ready. I did just put my hair in a little sleek black high bun, because y'all know I washed my hair, it was wet, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of time blow drying it and doing the most. So I feel like it still looks very cute, and I feel like the bun looks really good with this outfit. It's just giving like kind of like a beach vibe because it's like a knit material. There you go. Now y'all could see. So I wasn't sure about this because I'm like, I'm not going to the beach and I feel like this gives beach, but I am going by the water and I think I might end up doing the little boat ride. I want to eat some ceviche. Also, there's a ceviche restaurant near Bayside. I have my little Dior sandals, so I'm gonna be comfy, no heel. So yeah, let's go get it poppin'. I made it to Ceviche 105, Peruvian cuisine. I got a little mango lemonade, and it's so cute in here. Look at how cute. I got some sort of ceviche. I'm so excited. This is like Peruvian ceviche, so they don't have this in San Diego. Now I got Peruvian scallops. So I've been walking around and I found 2 shops that have a lot of tourist stuff, but this one had a lot more and pretty good deals. I got a cute little bag. I got a cute hat, keychains. Now I just have to find the restroom and then the boat tour. It's 11 p.m. and I finally made it back to the hotel. Not gonna lie, that was a mission to get back here. And I'll tell you guys all the tea. But let me start off from when I first left the hotel. I believe it's called the monorail, which basically is like a little kind of like, it's giving almost a train, but it's not a train because it's really small. It's really convenient because it's free public transportation. So I decided, you know what, let me save my coins, because whenever you call an Uber to Brickell, it's literally bumper to bumper. You're not moving. The people who are walking on the sidewalk are moving quicker than you in your Uber. I got off at Bayside, which is by the water, like I was telling you all about. This is gonna be nasty, so if you're eating, maybe skip this part, because I know some people like to watch videos while they eat, and I don't want y'all to lose your appetite. But I had to use the restroom when I was it was called Ceviche 105, and I went to the restroom. They only had one stall, and it was giving porta potty. Like, the restroom was nice, but I guess somebody took a big old dump, and it was not even just a dump. It was like you could tell it was like somebody made like a smoothie, a brown smoothie, and it was plastered all over the restroom. It was disgusting. Thankfully, I went to the restroom when I was done eating. I already paid the bill. I always like to wait to the end, because especially when I eat alone, I don't want them to think like I'm trying to dine and dash. So I always make sure I wait to use the restroom if I can after I pay the bill, so then I just use the restroom and then I can leave. So that's literally what I was doing. But thank goodness, because if I was in the middle of my meal, I would have lost my appetite so bad. I would have not been able to continue to go back to my table and eat, because it's like, if y'all aren't even cleaning your restrooms, I can only imagine what possibly their kitchen is looking like. And what doesn't help is that it was super expensive. I only ordered 2 dishes and it was like $80. So not cheap, but it was really good. And I kept trying to find like a cute like Miami sweater that I could wear because it was getting dark, and then I knew I wanted to go on the boat ride. I just knew I wanted to change into some sweats and a hoodie. The souvenir shops that had cute hoodies and sweats, honestly, they weren't even that cute. I decided not to buy that, and at the Bayside it kind of was giving like almost like mall energy because they had a lot of like stores that you could like shop at. So the one that I saw was Victoria's Secret and Pink, and I saw the big ol' what is it called, blowout sale, semi-annual sale, 60% off, and I was like, ooh girl, ooh yes. So I went in there and I found amazing stuff for amazing prices. Starting off with this hoodie. It just, I mean, I keep saying hoodie, it's a crew neck. It just says pink. And then I got the matching sweats. Like, you know when you're shopping in the sale section, usually you don't find a matching set, especially like in both your sizes. And then to top it all off, I even found a t-shirt, and it holds the girls perfect because I didn't wear a bra with my dress. I literally carried this around the whole time. Literally took this on the boat. It was kind of a mission. So I saw that they had a bunch of yoga pants that were buy 2 for $50. It was only a specific section of yoga pants that were 2 for $50. A lot of them were only size large and extra large. So I was kind of nervous. I was like, am I gonna find anything cute? But I did, and I think I'm gonna wear some of these in the airport tomorrow when I leave, because I do leave tomorrow. I'm kind of ready to leave though. Last time I came to Miami, I did not want to leave. I was ready to come right back. This time, I did what I had to do, and I'm ready to go back to California to do what I have to do over there. I'm ready. I am ready to leave. Anyways, this is the back of the little yoga pants, little rhinestone P, and then on the leg it also has this, and this is in my size, little rhinestone. So technically this was like $25, but you had to get 2 pairs in order for it to be $25, so you pay total $50. So I got that, and then on the little waistband it has like little rhinestone stars, little bedazzled stars on both sides of the waistband. I don't think it has anything down the leg, so these ones are a little bit more plain. And it's this really cute like muted lavender color, like really light purple. Now let me show y'all everything I bought from one of the little touristy souvenir shops that was in Bayside. I got this cute bag. This is for sure not gonna fit in my suitcase, so kind of regret buying it, but it's cute. I don't own a hat like this, and I feel like I could put this little hat to use even if I want to have like a pool day. It says Miami Beach right there, even though I did not go to Miami Beach. It says Miami Beach. I bought this for somebody I know who is a 420 user, and even though I don't partake in 420 activities, you know, some people, they do, and you gotta respect their choices, you know. So I got that person this little lighter. I know it's not a good look, like, Des, why would you buy this? I know it's not a good look, but my thought process behind it was like I don't know, sometimes I've been gifted some things and I'm like, dang, like they really should have just saved their money because I'm not gonna use this. So I figured 100% this person is gonna use this. It's a lighter. It doesn't have any butane in it, so hopefully I don't get in trouble for bringing it on the plane. But it's a cute little bougie lighter. I wish it didn't have this on it, and I wish it just said Miami like that, but you know, it is what it is. I got myself this keychain. It says Miami, and then it has the little bow. And then for my sister, I got her this magnet she could put on her refrigerator. It says, I love Miami Beach. This one I'm gonna give to my grandma. I really like how it has the little rhinestones in the palm trees. I got this one for my mom. It's a magnet. This one is cute. My mom loves like these type of cars, like the old school cars. I also got my grandma this little pouch. I feel like my grandma could definitely put some, like, I don't know, some coins or something like, yeah, probably coins, honestly. And it's just a little picture of the sunset, and it says Miami. And I was gonna get my sister, my baby sister, she's not a baby anymore, she's 3 years old, but I was gonna get my little sister a matching hoodie, but I was also scared. I was like, girl, like, it's not gonna fit in my luggage. So I just settled for some sweats. It's funny how everything says Miami Beach, and I literally did not buy it in Miami Beach, but hopefully I get to go to Miami Beach tomorrow. At this point, I'm already off of the boat, and I'm just like sitting down trying to look on my phone, like, where can I get some food? And what showed up was this sushi place called Sushi Saki. And when I did my photo shoot with Barbie yesterday, I had told her, where should I go eat? Like, where do you recommend? I like, you know, sushi. And that's the place that she had recommended. Started off with the, like, basically cream cheese wontons. Of course, that's not what they called it. They had, like, a bougie name for it. Those were, like, $17. They weren't good, okay? I didn't read the fine print, but I could taste that it was not real crab. And then I went back to the menu and I did a double look at the fine print, and yeah, it was like imitation crab. And then I also got like this raw fish appetizer dish that the waiter had recommended, and it wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. I ate everything. I left no crumbs. A girl was hungry. Not that it was like chewy, but it just wasn't buttery, melting in my mouth quality fish. So that was whatever too. I wasn't a big fan of that. And then I was like, you know what, I'm still a little hungry, like, let me get a sushi roll. So I got their dynamite roll, which had like raw scallop. Honestly, the roll was really good. The only thing is, it had this white sauce on top. I think it said on the menu that it was gonna be spicy mayo, but girl, it just tasted like straight mayo. Like, I like spicy mayo, but it did not taste like, it did not even look like spicy mayo. Like, the sauce looked white. I literally tried my best to scrape off the sauce because it pretty much ruined the sushi roll for me. But, you know, I just scraped it off and ate it. And yeah, the sushi roll is probably the best thing out of everything I got. But I did not like that sauce. Like, if I were to order it again, I would say, do not put that sauce on it. Don't do it. So yeah, I ended up spending $60 on that meal. Probably my least favorite meal that I've eaten in Miami. So after that, right next door, they had a CVS. So I went to CVS and I saw that they had this beach towel. So I bought it. It was $13. And it's because I'm planning on going to the beach tomorrow. This is a cute little towel. It doubles as like a little souvenir. Also got a little midnight munchie, which is my favorite, pickle hot Cheetos, fire. And then some water to stay hydrated. And then after I went to CVS, I was like, okay, let me hop back onto the monorail and go back to Brickell so then I could walk back to my hotel from the monorail. So I went onto one of the monorails, but then it said transfer to the inner loop and to go to like Brickell. And I was like, oh shoot, okay, I have to get off to transfer onto a different one. So I got off on the next station and I was like, okay, perfect. I'm in the Brickell little cart. I'm gonna go to Brickell. So I'm chilling. We go to one station, we go to the next station.
And then tell me why this guy in like his uniform, I don't know if he was police, but like he was like security or something like that. And he had his little flashlight. He's like, yo, you. He's all flashing it at me. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you gotta get off. We're closed. And I was like, what? What time do you close? And then he's like flashing his flashlight at the sign and it says 10:30. And it was literally 10:30. And I was like, oh shoot. I was like, I'm not able to just get off on Brickell. And he was like, nope, you gotta get off right now.
Y'all, he kicked me off. I guess they're closed. So now I'm stuck. Just kidding. I might have to Uber.
At that station, they had the actual train. So we were on the monorail. At that same station, you could like transfer onto the train, which is I think called the metro train. And he's like, you could hop on that. That could take you to Brickell. So I was like, okay. But for that one, it was not free, but also it was really affordable. It was only $2.25. So I paid the $2.25. I was able to get to Brickell. But what the annoying part was, for the monorail, it's quick. You don't really have to wait long. If you do, it's like 5 minutes. For the metro train, I believe that's the name of what it was, it took like 20, maybe even 25 minutes for the train to actually show up. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I was sitting there like, bruh. I was thinking in my head, like, should I just Uber? But I already paid the $2.25, so might as well just wait. So that's the only downside to, I think, the train. As soon as it got there and I hopped on, we were in Brickell within literally 10 seconds. And then where it drops you off in Brickell was literally 1 block away from the hotel. So it was like a 2-minute walk. So very, very convenient, very good if you're not trying to spend a bunch of money on Ubers. The only thing is probably not the cleanliness to be like in there with your little dress and heels. You know, like I felt very comfortable because I was just wearing sweats and a hoodie, or a crew neck. But if I was not wearing this and I was still wearing my brown sexy dress, I would have 100% just Ubered because I would have felt not comfortable. But yeah, it was a mission, but I made it. Woo! Okay, y'all, it is that time to check out the hotel. I set my alarm for like 8:30, but I ended up snoozing it and sleeping in a little bit. So checkout is at 11 a.m. It's literally 11 a.m. right now, so I gotta hurry it up. But I ended up waking up at like 10:15. Thank goodness I didn't wake up any later because I had just enough time to quickly get ready and finish packing the rest of my stuff. I did pack majority of everything last night though, so that saved me a lot of time. And yeah, I'm gonna be carrying around this bag because I think I'm gonna go to the beach, even though it looks very overcast today and like not beach weather. I don't know what else to do for my last couple hours down here. I might go to pick up some food right now and then take it with me to the beach so that way I could have lunch on the beach. I'm gonna ask right now when I go check out in the lobby if they could hold my luggage while, you know, I spend the last couple hours I have in Miami at the beach, because I don't want to obviously take my luggage with me. So after the beach, I'm gonna have to Uber back here to pick up my luggage and then go to the airport. Is it bad I'm mixing Lululemon and aloe? I feel like it kind of is. Like, the aloe fit is super cute. It's the one that low-key everybody has. I also have my little scrunch socks and my Nikes. I actually got these for Christmas from my mother, so shout out to her.
This is my view. I'm about to do some yoga. Well, I'm about to do some stretching right now while I'm on my little towel. I'm obsessed with this book, so I really want to read a couple chapters while I'm here relaxing. As you can see, I am finally back home in my bed in San Diego. San Diego time, it is currently 12:30 at night. And in Miami time, I believe that would be 3:30 in the morning. So I am exhausted. After I was reading my book and having just like a relaxing last couple hours in Miami, the bright idea came to my head where I was like, yo, I'm pretty sure I could take public transportation to the airport and save a bunch of money instead of like, you know, paying for an Uber. And I was like, since I have like pretty much all this time to kill, because it was getting to the point where I was like, girl, like I'm low-key ready to go back home. A metro train, I believe, that would take you directly to the airport, and it costs $2.25, so a lot cheaper than what an Uber would cost. And honestly, it was really fast too. It took less than 30 minutes to get from Brickell to the airport. On my walk from my hotel to the metro train, it was literally like 2 blocks, and right before the metro train is Publix. And because I had all this time and I was not rushing, literally for once in my life I was not rushing, because usually I'm like rushing. So it's like, let me just go to Publix, get the sandwich, and then bring it with me through TSA and all that. So then once I'm like chilling at my gate, then I could finally eat the sandwich, because I know at that point I'm probably gonna be hungry. And then I'm sure it's gonna be cheaper buying food now and rather than buying food at the airport. I went through TSA. TSA was super rude. One of the workers who was like standing at the front, like you kind of pass by her and then you get into the line to go through TSA, she had told me that my bag was too big to count as a personal item and that I had to check it in. So I had to pay $40. I had to go back. See, and that's why it's good to show up early to the airport, because you never know when inconveniences like that will happen. Because I had to go back to the check-in line and I had to pay for a luggage tag, and then I had to stand in line to drop off my luggage. I found an area where I was able to charge my phone, so I plug in my phone, it's charging. I was able to see my gate from where I was charging my phone. So I saw people starting to line up, and then it was getting close to like the boarding time, so I just figured like, oh, they're boarding early, like let me go walk over there. Thank goodness I walked over there when I did, because when I saw the screen by my gate, it said Portland, Oregon instead of San Diego. So I asked the worker, I was like, what happened to San Diego? And he was like, San Diego. And I was like, yeah, San Diego. He's like, this is going to Oregon. And I was like, no, look. And I had my mobile boarding pass, and I was like, see? And then he looked up my flight on his computer, and he's like, oh, they changed the gate. And I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, it's on the other side of the airport. He said it like there was no chance in me making it. So I was so nervous. Like, I'm not very familiar with Miami airport, so I was like going this way, and then I was like, no, it's this way. And it was just so stressful. And I have asthma, so my asthma, like I was wheezing. I sounded like that one toy from Toy Story, like the penguin.
Hear me. Besides, the dust aggravates my condition.
Like literally, it was so hard for me to breathe. And then finally, when I see like where to go, I'm thinking like, okay, like I'm close by the gate, because I'm seeing the signs. It says D10 this way, D10 this way. So, and I'm going, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be right here. Tell me why it's a train. And I'm like, no way, a train? I get into the train, and then I hear on the intercom, it says,
Next up is gates D19 to 25. And I'm like, no way. Did I just get on the wrong train? And then I think to myself, like, I'm not gonna make it. Because at this point, mind you, like, they're already boarding. And they've been boarding for like 5-10 minutes. But thankfully, that wasn't the case. I was on the right train. And then I start running to the gate. And I barely made it. Imagine if I didn't run, I would have missed the flight. Or if I wasn't a track star.
She's a runner, she's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard.
I would have missed the flight because honestly, I was running really fast. Girl, I was about to pass out. Even when I was sitting on the plane, like, I was still wheezing and I was still trying to catch my breath. If there's anything I learned on this trip, it's that San Diego is better. I don't belong in Miami. And Miami is overhyped. And I'm not gonna lie, it was fun, okay? But it was overhyped. The only reason why I went to Miami was for the photo shoot, but because I was gonna go all the way to Miami for the photo shoot, I figured let me turn it into a little trip. I had such an amazing time the first time I went to Miami, like amazing, 10 out of 10, that I think I had really high expectations this second time around. You know, you can't relive something twice. You really can't. Everything you experience in life, it'll only happen once. And then even if you do the same thing again, it's not gonna hit the same. There's gonna be differences. The weather's gonna be different. You know, just every day, every second is always different. So cherish every second for what it is, because you'll never be able to relive those moments ever again. But for now, y'all, I'm gonna go to sleep. Huh, Dojo? We're gonna go to sleep, mommy? Dojo says good night. Say good night, mommy. Most importantly, do not forget to stay lit, stay up, and stay positive. Double deuce until next time.